There are some people out there that still believe that animals are just dumb beasts, but the unlikely animal friendships we've gathered here will prove that they are capable of feeling love and compassion just like we are. And some of these creatures, to receive another animal to reduce their hunger, pain or loneliness. As an example of what we've just said, we present to you this top 12 unbelievable animals who adopted other animals. Before we begin, make sure you that subscribe button to get notified every day for more amazing content. With that being said, let's begin. Cat and a squirrel. In a scene that could be taken straight from a Disney film, two adorable animals have struck up the most unlikely of friendships. A red squirrel named Tintin and a 13-year-old cat named Tiger have become inseparable after the little squirrel was rescued as a baby. Deccan Anderson from Denmark adopted the cute little rodent when the then 1-month-old squirrel fell out of a tree 4 stories high and into his back garden. He said, "As soon as I brought Tintin home, Coco was cuddling and cleaning him while Tiger had gone out. Eventually he came to terms that she wasn't going to come home, and Tiger and Tintin began to bond on a level I never thought possible. They love exercising outside together, and their favorite thing to do is taking walks and climbing trees because they are best friends." Tortoise and baby hippo. In December of 2014, a tsunami hit the coast of Kenya, while many human residents off the coast escaped the tides. Some other creatures were not as lucky, like this baby hippo discovered stranded on the reef through the efforts of several people, boats, cars, nets and hundreds of onlookers. The baby hippo was rescued, named Owen, and taken to the Harlad Natural Park, and frightened and confused immediately took to the 130-year-old tourist named Azio and Fall and mosey around, spending their time in the pond together, doing laps around the park and feeding together. Pig and a lamb. Rescued from a factory farm, Edgar Allan Pig lived on a farm sanctuary in Australia. In fact, he's the namesake of the sanctuary, which is called Edgar's Mission. The owner of Edgar's Mission taught Edgar how to walk on a leash so that he could better serve as an ambassador and draw attention to the inhumane treatment of farm animals. Not many people had seen a pig walking on a leash in Australia. It wasn't long after his arrival that Edgar showed a talent one wouldn't assign to a pig. He made an excellent foster father. One of his favorite so-called children was a little lamb named Donnie, who was brought to the farm at only 1 week old. The pair became inseparable, and Donnie would help Edgar welcome all the new orphaned animals to the farm. Unfortunately, Edgar passed away in 2010, but his legacy continues. A cat and rabbit. Introducing Mango Cat, who absolutely loves to take care of the family kittens in Louisville, Kentucky, USA, and who treats some baby rabbits as if they are his offspring. Mango, who is a male cat, licks the faces of the 3 baby rabbits affectionately during the video and keeps a close eye on them during the footage. Mango was found under the decking of the owner's house shortly after he was born, and despite giving away 4 of his fellow siblings, the pet owner decided to keep Mango and his sister, Chloe. The owner says Mango has a long history of caring for foster kittens. During the video, Mango licks the first white baby rabbit and is also very affectionate towards a second brown baby rabbit that approaches him. This little rabbit needs, who could imagine that a cat would be capable of such a thing, and especially if it is a rabbit we are talking about. Apparently animals give us great lessons in life and teach us that your heart can be bigger than your animal. Dog and lion cubs. 3 white lion cubs were born at Hangzhou in China. I've chosen a dog to be their new adoptive mother. The cubs, born in late April, were abandoned by their mother and are now being breastfed by a dog together with a Siberian tiger cub at the zoo. The zoo decide to use a dog to breastfeed these lion cubs in an effort to minimize human interaction with them. The future goal is to reintroduce them to lions of their own kind eventually. Elephant and a sheep. Here's another odd pairing you would never imagine. Finding orphaned baby elephants is just one of the heartbreaking consequences of poaching. In 2008, a South African wildlife reserve found a baby elephant they named Themba, which means trust and hope. Themba, like all elephants, was very emotionally demanding. The staff tried to find a female elephant to adopt Themba and give him the love and nurturing he needed. However, he was continually rejected by older female elephants. Conservationists believe that a drought at the time made the elephants reluctant to take in one more mouth to feed. The reserve, though, was not ready to give up on Themba. However, the baby soon became depressed and refused to eat. At a loss as to what to do, they introduced him to a sheep named Albert. At first, it didn't look like it was going to work out. But, gradually, the pair became friends. Themba grew happier and started eating again. All it takes is a good friend. Animals can get extremely lonely too. Cow and a wild boar piglet. A wild pig in Germany has decided to give up its boring life, leaving the forest to live with a small herd of cattle. Farmer Dirk Rees told the DPA news agency Monday the boar, which he nicknamed Banana, has been living with the 8 cattle for more than 2 months on his property north of Hamburg, not far from the Danish border. Rees says Banana has been effectively adopted by the cattle. He's fully integrated into the herd, which is fascinating. Rees says Banana has achieved something of a celebrity status in the area, so he's not worried that the boar's life in an open pasture might make it easy prey for a local hunter. He says that this pig has a special status. It's one of the most aggressive animals in the world, and one of the most peaceful animals in the world, are members of the same family without a doubt. Nature always surprises us with wonderful events like this one. Perhaps this little boar wouldn't have been able to continue living if this herd of cows had taken it as one of their own. Monkey adopted a puppy. A monkey in southern India seems to have a serious case of puppy love and has adopted a homeless puppy. The rhesus macaque has taken the abandoned dog under its wing, and now the pair are inseparable. They are so close in fact, and their bond so unbreakable, that they go everywhere together. And other talk of a road, Tamil Nadu in southern India. Another shot shows the monkey picking dirt and fleas off the little dog in a cleaning session in the middle of the street. Bizarrely, he even clutches the puppy to its chest as it leaps from a tree, as the dog holds on. The monkey also shows its aggressive side, baring its teeth to frighten off stray dog. To take care of a puppy in danger and protect him like a parent, their undying affection gives us a valuable lesson about relationships. The story behind the pairing is a mystery, and quite how the two unlikely animals became such firm friends is unknown. Dog and a kangaroo. Kangaroos are very common in Australia. Therefore, seeing one dead on the side of the road isn't that strange of a sight. Sadly, one day, Leonie Allen, while walking her dog named Rex, noticed one such casualty on the side of the road and walked around what she thought was a dead kangaroo. Once they got home, Allen took Rex off the leash. Right away, Rex took off, only to return later carrying a small 4-month-old baby kangaroo. He dropped the little Joe at Allen's feet. Turns out, the kangaroo on the roadside had a baby in the pouch. Rex must have smelt or heard the baby and returned to retrieve it. Soon after, the pair began playing and cuddling together. Allen took the Joey to a wildlife sanctuary where it will be hand-reared and then released into the wild. Once again, dogs to the rescue. Orangutan and tiger cubs. In South Carolina, a male orangutan is seen playing with 3 tiger cubs, even going so as to feed one of them with a bottle of milk. It was an instance, people agreed, of cuteness overload, as the images of the cuddly animals at the safaris the Institute of Greatly Endangered and Rare Species, tigers, do the rounds. An animal rights campaigner has accused the South Carolina facility of exploiting the creatures. Social media has been all abuzz showing a young orangutan who's taken it upon himself to babysit a group of little tiger cubs. But while this easy internet fodder certainly has an irresistible appeal on its surface, one needn't dig too deep to realize that it's not really cute at all. Lion, tiger and bear. At Noah's Ark Animal Sanctuary in Locust Grove, Georgia, an extraordinary friendship unfolded between a lion, a tiger, and a bear. Wonderful. Baloo the bear, Leo the lion and Shere Khan the tiger formed a trio affectionately referred to as the BLT. The sanctuary had rescued the three as cubs from horrid conditions during a drug bust. The unlikely trio of male predators were rescued from a drug dealer's house in Atlanta, Georgia in 2001. The neglectful owner kept them in dirty and cramped areas. They were injured and frightened and infected with parasites. Baloo the bear was strapped into a harness that was never changed as he grew, so it was embedded into his flesh and had to be surgically removed. Leo had been neutered at too young of an age and his mane never grew in. During their time of neglect, the three relied on each other for emotional support and their bond did not change after their rescue. At first, the staff at Noah's Ark kept them in separate quarters. This is understandable, as lions, tigers, and bears do not live together in the wild. Rescuers assumed the three would fight and injure each other now that they were outside of the stressful situation. However, the three caused problems and were emotionally distressed until they were reunited. Their friendship continued into adulthood until 2016, when Leo passed away. Baloo and Shere Khan, though, remain together. If you like my video, don't forget like and subscribe my channel. Let us comments below.